Hello, today is Thursday, October 17th. This presentation will look at the climate numbers for October so far and the weather pattern for the remainder of the month. Finally, we will look ahead to the latest outlook for November and the November, December, January season to come. Through Wednesday, the 16th of October, here are the monthly precipitation and temperature trends so far. In the top portion of the slide, you can see that precipitation values for area airports with a departure from normal values in parentheses. Most sites have been well above normal, except Durango that is very near normal, and the Canyonlands Airport that is below. The bottom portion of the slide shows October temperatures have been running much colder than average. As you will see in the next few slides, the trend of wetter and cooler than normal conditions will be reversing to drier and warmer than normal. This is a 500 millibar upper level weather chart showing a weather pattern that was forecasted for Thursday afternoon, the 17th of October. A ridge of highly amplified high pressure was centered in the eastern Pacific with a mean trough of low pressure centered through the plain states. The last in a series of disturbances was set to pass over northern Colorado, bringing a chance of snow for the northern Colorado mountains, mainly east of the Continental Divide. Otherwise, the Pacific Ridge will effectively block Pacific storms from moving through our region, bringing a drying trend. Here is another 500 millibar chart, but now for Saturday afternoon, the 26th of October. The eastern Pacific Ridge has moved inland over the Great Basin and remains highly amplified. As this ridge moves closer to our region, daytime temperatures will climb above normal and the dry trend will continue. Here are three annual precipitation graphs for representative sites in this forecast area: Vernal in northeast Utah, Grand Junction in west central Colorado, and Cortez in southwest Colorado. You can see that after a typically wet September and October, November and December show a strong drying trend. Also, with much cooler temperatures in November and December, instability and thunderstorm chances are diminished, while snow levels typically begin to fall into the valley floors. So here is the National Climate Prediction Center's outlook for the month of November. On the left is the temperature probability chart. The large brown area centered over New Mexico and Texas indicates a shift of probabilities towards warmer than normal conditions. This area extends into eastern Utah and western Colorado. On the right, the precipitation probability chart indicates an area of increased chances of drier than normal conditions in eastern New Mexico and west Texas. But for this forecast area, there is less forecast skill, so there are equal chances of above, near, and below normal precipitation. What about for the late fall and early winter season? Out at this time frame, climatologists are no longer tracking individual storms, but are looking to the state of the Pacific Ocean for clues to future storm track and intensity. In the equatorial eastern Pacific, between the dateline and the coast of Ecuador, is the Niño 3.4 region outlined here by the red box. Warmer than normal temperatures in this region are called El Niño, while colder than normal temperatures define La Niña. Together, these are the warm and cold phases of the El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO for short. This chart shows current sea surface temperature departure from normal with the Niño 3.4 region roughly enclosed in the red box. Near normal or ENSO neutral conditions have been in place for over a year, neither El Niño nor La Niña. This slide shows the forecast from numerous forecast models of how temperatures within the Niño 3.4 region will vary through the fall, winter, and spring of 2014 from left to right across the graph. You can see the majority of the forecast lines remain close to the 0.0 line. In other words, this is a forecast that ENSO neutral conditions will continue. There is a general forecast trend upward with time towards warmer than normal conditions, so there is some potential for El Niño conditions to emerge this coming cold season. This chart shows the best forecast for ENSO is neutral conditions this cold season, with some possibility of El Niño conditions developing later in the season. This brings us to our final slide, the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for the November, December, January season. On the left chart, you can see our shift towards warmer probabilities. The right chart of precipitation probabilities suffers from the uncertainty of an INSO-neutral fall season, so equal chances of near, above, or below normal precipitation is the outlook for now. This concludes this monthly and seasonal outlook for eastern Utah and western Colorado. The next climate outlook update will be available in late November. Please continue to follow us at our website, weather.gov/GJT, or on Facebook or Twitter for the most up-to-date weather information. Thank you for listening.